Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in with Art of Beauty. If you want to see how I made this wig from scratch using a closure in 2 bundles and also how I styled it, keep watching. I started off by placing this dome cap onto the wig head, and then I always secure my closure first. So I secured this closure as flat as it can be using these T-pins. As you can see, I went back and readjusted some of the pins because it was not looking as flat as I wanted to be. And then I just started sewing the closure in place. If you have a wig head like mine with a fabric on top of it, make sure that you're only putting your needle through the dome cap and not the dome cap and the fabric underneath, because then you're gonna have to cut it off later on. So I really don't know how to explain the sewing method, and I think it makes a lot more sense for you guys to see it. So I did record it from different angles throughout the video. Let me know in the comment down below if it still doesn't make sense. So to secure the end, I basically just wrapped the thread around the needle 3 or 4 times and pulled the needle through. I used the highlighter to mark where I'll be sewing the tracks. You can skip this step if you want, but if you're a beginner, this does help guide you. I used my finger to see how far apart I wanted to mark them. The marking was obviously not as clean as I wanted it to be, but it doesn't really matter because it's gonna be covered by the tracks anyways. And then I started sewing the tracks onto the line that I drew with the highlighter. So instead of continuing to sew in a U shape, once I got to the top, I started sewing across. So as you can see, I placed the lash track as close as I could to the closure. And just like that, you got yourself a whole new wig. Cut off the fabric that's right under the closure so that it can be transparent. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the wig. I don't always wear a wig cap under my wigs, but this time I will be wearing a wig cap. So this is the wig. It looks a little dingy now, but it's okay. So this is how the wig looks after I just threw it on like a hat. I'm going to secure it and then I'm gonna pluck it and customize it. So if I was planning on wearing this wig for a while, I would have used either this lace wig bond by Salon Pro or this Ghost Bond lace glue. But since I'm not gonna be wearing this wig for a long time, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Got To Be Glued freezing spray. So I lifted the lace up a little bit and then pulled the wig back so that I can place the Got To Be freezing spray onto my hairline. I distributed the freezing spray evenly throughout my hairline and then I blow dried it until it got a little tacky. And then I pulled the wig back up to my hairline. I pressed the closure down into the Got To Be and then applied some more Got To Be to secure it even more. And then I blow dried it while pressing it down. I went ahead and sectioned off the baby hair and then started plucking to give it the natural hairline. As you can see, I'm plucking it backwards, and that is because I don't want to thin out my baby hair, but that's based on your preference. To avoid over plucking, make sure you're brushing out the hair that you've already plucked. And then I'm going to use this Nairobi foaming lotion to lay the hair back while I cut off the excess lace. Pull the lace up as close to the hairline as possible so that I can start cutting off the excess. And as you can see, I'm not cutting the lace like straight across. I'm cutting it off in like a zigzag kind of motion. I went back in with the Got To Be freezing spray just to make sure that it was as secure and laid as possible. And then I blow dried it completely while pressing it down onto my hairline. I used alcohol and cotton pad to clean off the freezing spray residue. I sectioned off my baby hair again, and I actually used eyeshadow this time to blend in the lace with my complexion. I ended up using eyeshadow because I did not have any more lace tint spray. So I used the foaming lotion again to lay down the hair while I'm cutting the baby hair. And as you can see, when I'm cutting the baby hair, I'm moving the scissors up and down. It gives it more of a layered look. So I'm using the same foaming lotion to style my baby hair. You can style yours however you like, but this is how I style mine. So while that's setting, I wand curled the rest of my hair, and I did it in sections. So I parted off a section, put the wand curl behind it, and wrapped the hair around it. And I held it for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then I did the flip over method because I did not feel like parting it and plucking it and all the extra stuff. I applied Got To Be freezing spray and blow dried it while I was combing it up so I can give it this lifted and layered look. So yeah, this was the result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. Bye.